We are raising a generation of weak people, a generation of emotional people, so much so that when people leave the church and go to the workspace, they term an educated boss a wicked boss, because they made an excuse in church and their emotional pastor reasoned with their emotions. Because if the pastor does not reason with their emotions, the members will say that Papa is inconsiderate. And so because Papa is thinking of what the people will say, Papa cannot be effective to raise a people that have capacity to sit in office. Yes. So when they leave the church, they remember that when they were in church and they lost somebody, church gave them a week to rest. Jesus said, let the dead bury their dead. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes. Was Jesus not emotional? Jesus was emotional. He loved his people. I tell you, he was emotional. He stood on the mountain and cried. Yet he said, not my will, but your will. There are companies you would walk in, and because you are working in that company, it's not going to be your emotion. It's going to be the dictates of the company, the dictate of the organization. You don't work according to how you want to. You work according to what the job description says. Why did you not come to church? It was raining. Sir, that is why you went to work. I wanted your boss to understand with you that you didn't come to work because it was raining. Because when you worked in church, they pardoned you. There's a lot of pardoning in the church, in the name of wanting to reason with the people and get to understand with the people. Listen to me. The standard of Jesus is high. The bar of Jesus is high. He wants to raise a leader. He takes him to Pharaoh. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes, sir. You got the money, you want to send your children to school. A family member came to you and told you that what's the reason to send a child in a school where you pay $25,000 for school fee. Listen, you have the money, send them. You know why? Because the Lord God Almighty in his plan could inspire Moses. He will later, but Moses, I'll inspire you, but come and go to the best school. Come and learn under the best mentor. Come and grow in the house of Pharaoh. I need you to learn the system of Pharaoh. Understand how things are done here. Why do you think churches don't grow? Before the problem being the members, the problem is the pastor. Listen, doesn't matter how many persons will leave this church because of my system, because I've raised the bar. When the system is communicated, the people will come. Raise the bar. The church has produced weak men. Can I talk to you? Yes, sir. There are some of you who are praying for your bosses to die. The Lord put you there so that the salvation of that boss will be effective, because that boss is an advantage to the body more than you. You are a noise maker. Your boss is a news maker. Your God cannot kill your boss like that. Why do you think some of you want certain presidents to die and they can't die? They know things. Listen, do you think it's easy in the midst of corruption to hold a country and there's no war in that country? You're not getting what I'm saying. Do you think it's easy that there is a challenge in one part of the nation? They're able to stop it from spreading. Doctors have not been able to stop cancer from spreading. But 10 years of the challenge in the nation, it remains in one side and does not cross to the other. You think it's easy? It is leadership. It is power. It is a force exhibited. Do I support the persons? No. But I'm saying there is a strength and stamina they have that the church doesn't. Look here. Here comes Shadrach. Here comes Meshach. Here comes Abednego. They are serving the Lord. There is a purpose. They are serving the Lord. There is a kingdom. There is a modus operandi in the kingdom. They met with the system of Babylon, and the Babylonian system was about to swallow them. You know what? They said, King, we are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not careful about this. Our God will save us. That is where the Christians of today end. Today, you know what? An average Christian breaks his fast every day at midday, and they have an excuse for that. The person you are going to deal with is also fasting. The witch you are going to deal with is fasting. Can I talk to you? Maybe you don't get it. We are weak, including pastors. This is not general. The reason I say we is because I'm standing to be humble. Otherwise, I would have said some pastors are weak. Are you getting what I'm saying? But I choose to stand on a humble stone. So I said, we are weak. Man of God, the witch doctor who cooks charm for the person my son is standing against in the office, fast 7 days dry in the coven. He does not just fast 7 days dry. He sits in the coven. You know the discomfort that comes. You're sitting, right? Do you know how many times you have to turn yourself on this seat? No matter how comfortable this seat is, you get tired. Is that true? Somebody is lying on one position for 7 days and the coven is closed with heat in the coven. That is the person that Prophet Uche wants to raise a politician in this church and send the person to compete in politics with that person. That is the person's priest. They told the person, bring the heart of a virgin. The person went and brought a virgin's heart. I told you, fast for 7 days. You say, Papa, is there no way? There's no way. Fast. There's no way. Pray. And you get what I'm saying? We are raising weak men. Weak men. Weak men. We are raising weak men. Sir, leadership is not a balloon. If you make leadership a balloon, it will easily inflate, but it can also easily deflate. The bogus nature of a balloon is only